everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Nikki, aka Ada Canada. Thank you for joining me again on today's video. So we are still in the business of scholarship and education in Canada. I've been making videos regarding education lately, and last week I made a video on some of the few scholarships that not many people are aware of and how you can go about applying for them. For today's video, I'm going to be talking you through 3 simple steps to follow to increase your chances of winning a scholarship in Canada. So whether you are a Canadian citizen, a PR, or an international student, this video will apply to you, and trust me, these steps are super easy to follow. Do stick around and keep watching. Okay, so think of this video as preparation meets success. When you're applying for a scholarship or basically anything, you have to prepare the application package. You have to prepare yourself for the application. This should be part of your preparation for a scholarship to study in Canada. Without wasting too much time, we're just going to get right into the main matter on today's topic. So the first step to receiving a scholarship in Canada is to build your portfolio. And when I say build your portfolio, I mean to gather all the things that are unique about you and put them in place. A lot of people tend to misconstrue the idea of a scholarship. Most people think it's just all about grades alone, but I beg to differ. Scholarship isn't only about grades alone. Grades are an important part of winning a scholarship, but they are not the only part of winning a scholarship. So when we're talking about building a portfolio, we are talking about the other aspects aside from your academics that make you qualified to win a scholarship. So we are talking about how involved are you in your community, in your society, in your school, your previous work, your previous education. What have you done that impacts your community? What have you done that is of major impact? What are you passionate about within your environment, and what are you doing about this passion? How much volunteering experience have you had? How have you served your community? How have you served your society at large? What other positions have you occupied? Are there any positions of leadership that you have occupied, and what did you do when you were in a position of leadership? So all of these things count, and I have mentioned before in a previous video when I talked about scholarships, which I probably will link up here or down in the description box, that when it comes to winning a scholarship in Canada, Canadians like acts of service a lot. So when you're talking about scholarship, it's not only just about collecting the scholarship, but it's about what you're doing. What is your experience? What is that thing that you have done or you have achieved that you think it is so important, that you think will boost your chances of winning? What about your research? Have you been involved in any kind of research lately? If you're a research student or if you're into research, what kinds of things have you been involved in? Most times they are looking for not just the grades, because it is very good to have the grades, but they are also looking for hard work, dedication, commitment, uniqueness, talent, authenticity, originality, volunteering, leadership. When you put all of these things together, it adds up to your portfolio. What makes you stand out? What makes you better than anyone else in the room? What makes you stand out from the crowd? That's exactly what they are looking for, and that is what makes you a winner for a scholarship. Think of your portfolio from a holistic perspective instead of just only from the academic perspective. Take a holistic approach when you're building your portfolio. Consider other aspects, other things that you're doing that is of impact. Are there any things that you have created? Is there any kind of groundbreaking research or something that you're into that nobody else has done? What is your story beyond the walls of academics? When you're applying for a scholarship, think about the competition. Think about how you can stand out. So when you put in all of these things together, it all adds up to making you that one unique applicant that is worthy of consideration for the scholarship. If you're able to build a very strong portfolio, it increases your chances of winning a scholarship. After building your portfolio, the next step is to look for the scholarships, and you might be wondering where where can I find scholarships? One of the ways that you can access many different scholarships is the Government of Canada website. So on your Google page, just quickly type Government of Canada scholarships and it's going to take you to the scholarship section in the Government of Canada website. I'm going to be putting a link to the Government of Canada website for scholarships in the description box, so you might want to check that out. But when you get to the scholarship page in the Government of Canada website, you're going to see a lot of scholarships that are available for both Canadians and also non-Canadians, ranging from international scholarship for Canadians and non-Canadians. There's Banting postdoctoral fellowships, Canada graduate scholarships for a master's degree, natural sciences and engineering undergraduate awards, even Vanier Canada graduate scholarships. So there are so many scholarships on the Government of Canada website, and you can explore the different scholarships that are applicable to you depending on what you're looking for. Click on any one of them. It's going to show you the list of requirements, it's going to show you eligibility criteria and every other thing that you need to take into consideration when you're applying for the scholarship. The second way that you can access scholarship is by going directly to the school's website, and usually schools have a dedicated section for scholarships or funding or financial aid. When you check out that section, you will definitely find scholarships that you can apply for that you might be eligible for. A third way of accessing scholarship is through your research supervisor, and this is more specific to those of you who are more into research. There are some scholarships out there that are nomination based, so it's not something that you have to apply for. It's something that somebody from the school or the institution has to nominate you for, and usually it will be instructors or research supervisors or even professors. So if you have good rapport with your supervisors or with your instructors, you can reach out to them. If your research supervisor strongly has your backing, then your research supervisor can nominate you, and once your research supervisor nominates you for a scholarship, there is like an 80% chance that you are going to win the scholarship. Really very important to keep in touch with your supervisor or with your instructors or with your professors and talk to them about what you want, talk to them about your interest, talk to them about the scholarship, and if it's something they can nominate you for, you can express your interest in being nominated. So now that you have built your portfolio, you have looked for the scholarships, the third step is to apply for the scholarship. First of all, before you apply, you have to go through the eligibility criteria as carefully as possible. Also go through the requirements for the scholarship as carefully as possible. Make sure that you are meeting every single one of those requirements and no stone is left unturned. Gather all your documents together, gather everything that's in your portfolio and go ahead and apply for the scholarship. If it's a scholarship that your research supervisor has to nominate you for, it's still pretty much the same thing. Just make sure that you have covered all the bases, crossed your T's, dotted your I's enough for your research supervisor to nominate you for the scholarship. One important thing to note is don't forget about the smaller scholarships, and this is one problem with a lot of applicants. They tend to undermine or underestimate the value in the smaller scholarships because they feel that the monetary value in them is too small, and they tend to only focus on the bigger awards. I do want to encourage you that in as much as it's good to apply for the big scholarship, it's also important to apply for the smaller ones, because sometimes you might have higher chances of winning the smaller scholarships. And also, if you win like maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the smaller awards, when you add all of them up, it turns into big monetary values. So don't forget about the smaller scholarships when you're applying for scholarships. Alright guys, so that's it for this video. I hope that you found this video helpful and I hope that you liked it. I wish you all the best of luck in your application. Please like this video, share this video with anyone you think is going to need this video or anyone you think is interested in studying in Canada. Most importantly, subscribe to my channel for more videos and content like this. Don't forget to turn on my post notifications so that you never miss an upload. And with that, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.